And what would you say to someone who was considering a change in their life, personal career, or embarking on entrepreneurship? What would you say?
I would say the first thing that likely you would meet is fear, and it will stop you in your tracks. And it is normal if it stops you in your tracks. But the only way to get on the other side of fear is really to walk through it. And for us as women, a lot of the times we're able to walk through our fear when we connect with someone else, when we connect with our the other woman, if you want to say, who has been through that, who you can reflect your thoughts back onto. And so I think it's important that when you're going through that transition, that you find that one person or a group of people that you can have that support network, because you're going to meet challenges that will cause you to want to give up. So I would say that's the first thing. Be prepared for the fear and understand what it feels like in your body. A lot of times, what we feel internally is manifested physically. So when it is that when you come to that point where you're afraid, see how is it manifesting in your physical presence. So is it do you feel like your heart is pounding, or do you find that you have rapid breathing, or do you have sweats, or do you not sleep properly? You need to start to get connected with, if you want to call the spirit being of who you are, and see how that shows up in your physical presence as well. Because once you can name those actual sensations, you know what it is, and then that's when you're able to continue to move through that. It's moving through that fear from that standpoint. So yeah, I would have that's the one advice. I'd be prepared for the fear that comes. The second advice I would give is, when you're in that position where you're considering this change or transition, there's going to be that moment of unclarity, where you're not sure if you should stay or go. And when you don't have that clarity, the first thing I would say is to do nothing, but in the meantime of doing nothing, give of yourself. Give it for free. If it is that you're trying to make a transition to a new career, and it's something that you would do for free, go ahead and give it for free, because when you pour out, more is poured back into you. So I'd say during that moment where you're unclear, one of the best actions that you can do is give of yourself in whatever manner you can think of in that moment.